Wake up with us, it's time to rise and shine. Morning mayhem's on the air, we're feeling fine. We got a motto, Tomlin and Mama Manning too. Bringing you the latest, there's nothing we can't do. Morning mayhem, it's a wild ride. Sports news and the daily updates, we're on your side. Special guests and interviews galore. We're taking over Woodland Regional, we're knocking down the door.
Good morning, Woodland. And what was that crackle in my voice?
I don't know.
That was it wasn't frustrating, but it was kind of nice. It had a little growl to the voice this morning, a little deeper. Good morning and welcome to March 28th. It is a Friday, and
Looks like we made it
all through the week.
till today, until you
In the longest month scholastically. No days off in March. And it's drawing to a close. Although we are getting spring sports up and running, and they're starting to get underway. I think teams are being selected right now, right?
Oh, yes. Scrimmages are underway.
Oh, that's right. Here we go.
Yeah, things are happening.
Yeah. We'll see this important date in history. We'll see if you know this one, that the cities across Turkey had to stop calling their largest city Constantinople in 1930.
Yeah, they switched it to Istanbul. But Istanbul was already, by that point, the regular nomenclature. Everyone was referring it to Istanbul. So the conversion of the name from A to B actually also involved them telling the rest of the world, hey, stop calling it Constantinople. It is Istanbul.
And they stopped delivering mail.
Correct.
That's how they officially got the change finished, because they stopped delivering anything that was labeled Constantinople.
However, I could be wrong, but I believe the ecumenical patriarch of Constantinople still refers to it as Constantinople.
Oh, and the songs on the cartoons, they still call it Constantinople as well. It rolls off the tongue. It's fun. It's fun.
No, I like Istanbul.
I don't know. Constantinople.
No.
Wait, there's an 80s song that's got it in there too.
City needs his name. It's an older song than the 80s.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'll have to look it up. I'll look it up while you're in the news. Yes.
That's a way older song.
I think it was remade maybe in the 80s then. That's why I know it, because the 80s. Today's
still going.
Yeah. He's kicking this morning. This birthday today is 1986. Lady Gaga was born when I was a junior in high school. That's disheartening. All right. That's the morning lesson I learned, that I'm very old. Today's International Day is Respect Your Cat Day, a day to honor and appreciate your feline friends, people. So if you have a cat in your life, give them a little extra hi-ho this morning and let them know you love them. All right, today in school, we have the congratulations to the Woodland National Honor Society, who were inducted last night. The Woodland LMC's Pom Pom Poll of the Week, Apple Music or Spotify. If you got butter, braid, cake, or rolls, you want to buy those from anybody from Woodland Worldwide. Congratulations to Stephen Rebo and Blake Rankin on their CAPSS awards. And if you're looking for a summer job, Quasi's got your back. And if you have any used clothes, you can donate those on Saturday, April 5th for the Woodland Girls Swim and Dive team. You're going to drop those off in St. Anthony's Church parking lot. And if you want to donate to the walk, you'll find somebody that is working with Best Buddies of Connecticut and donate to the Woodland Regional team to help them make that day amazing. And don't forget to charge your Chromebooks every night and listen to us every morning. Time now for the news with Tomlin.
And now, with the latest headlines, over to the news desk with Tomlin.
Good morning. A couple top stories today. First off, Istanbul is not Constantinople. It was first recorded in 1953 by everyone's favorite band, the Four Lads.
The Four Lads. Oh, yes. Good. Yes. I think they did a lot of proms back in the day.
It's a Canadian band.
Are we still? Yeah, we're allowed to listen to Canadian music. Are we allowed to listen? Is there a tariff on Canadian music?
Probably.
Brian Adams. A lot of Morissette.
There's a lot of Canadians.
There's a lot of Canadians.
All right,
those are the only two I can come off the top of my head.
Really? Those are the only two?
Ryan
Reynolds?
Oh, well, I knew Ryan Reynolds, but I don't want to bring him up. He's been embroiled in a controversy right now. Mike Myers.
U.S. economic growth is slow in the next 30 years, fueled by debt, and declining birth rates, according to the Congressional Budget Office. A 7.7 magnitude earthquake has hit Myanmar, prompting evacuations as far away as Bangkok. Felt around 800-mile perimeter has felt this earthquake. More details are still coming in. The White House has withdrawn Representative Elise Stefanik's nomination to be U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations over concerns regarding Republicans' tight margin in the House. President Donald Trump had nominated Stefanik shortly after winning re-election in November to represent the U.S. at the UN. Trump said in the Truth Social post that it was, quote, essential that we maintain every Republican seat in Congress, close quote. Stefanik's nomination had seemed likely to advance, especially after 2 U.S. House special elections in Florida. She's been invited to rejoin Republican leadership as well. Bill Gates has predicted that within 10 years, this is going to be a happy Friday story for us. Within 10 years, AI will replace many doctors and teachers, with humans not needed for most daily things. Gates believes AI will provide benefits like breakthrough treatment for diseases, solutions for climate change, and high-quality education for all. Gates encourages young people to work in AI, calling it, quote, the frontier. Says he would launch an AI-centric startup if starting from scratch.
So what is the dynamic education they're going to get?
Better than us.
Oh, I would be interested to know what they're going to equate as that. I'm not defending or deferring what I'm just saying.
Hey, there can't be a morning mayhem without people.
Well, there
Yeah.
will be a morning man because we'll have nothing to do.
Actually, I don't know if that notebook LM they have where you just take your notes and you upload it.
It's supposed to be on my side.
And it turns it into a podcast. Pretty much can get rid of us, I
At a
think.
certain point, we're going to use AI to generate things that the kids are going to use AI to respond to that we're then going to use AI to grade.
Yeah,
It'll be
whatever.
fine. What could possibly go wrong?
I thought this was a happy news story.
It is.
Looks like we made it through Tomlin's newscast. You see how I did that? I did, and then yeah,
You
exactly.
didn't mention King Charles. I'm surprised.
Yes. Regrettably, yesterday the king has fallen ill from treatment from cancer. He was returned to hospital. Also, in royal news, St. Egan was shut down temporarily as they rewound all the clocks and had to redo some of the children's play areas.
And that's the news with Tomlin. Double bump out over to the sports. That's good, Mama Manning.
Here's a shot at the buzzer. Strike 3 call. What a catch. Touchdown.
Time now for sports with Mama Manning.
Do I get a double bump in?
I give you a double bump in.
Here's a shot at the buzzer. Strike 3 call. What a catch. Touchdown.
Time now for sports with Mama Manning.
That made my day. Thank you. Thank you.
Should I start telling news stories again?
Good morning.
Good morning.
So yesterday I was at the baseball scrimmage.
Okay.
Yeah, so spring sports are underway.
Spring sports are.
Yeah. And guess what former Woodland alum was there? Former Woodland student.
I don't know. There's
He's
only
coaching
there's
over
only
there.
1,000 or so that
He's a
have
history
gone to-
teacher at Nanawag.
Oh, Kyle Brennan.
Kyle Brennan was there, as well as his mom.
Oh,
Good to see
right.
Miss Sheila again. She had no cowbell.
Oh, well,
She used to
how
bring-
did you recognize her then?
Well,
Like, if
I-
she was a
She walked by and I had to talk to her. I said, "Where's that cowbell?" She used to have it for the football game.
Absolutely.
She said she's going to bring it back. All right, big winners last night. NCAA men's tournament. Florida, Texas Tech, Duke, and Alabama.
Oh, it's going to be a good night of basketball. I didn't watch anything last night.
Oh, I watched Alabama, BYU. So they were pretty close, but then Alabama was popping threes left and right, and they just went ahead and took over.
And what do we have with the girls this weekend?
UConn women, 5:30 on Saturday.
On 5:30. All right.
You got to work yourself around that.
All right.
And that's the sports.
And that's the sports with Mama Manning.
That was a double bump
That
out.
was a double bump out. Our guest this morning is Medina Otajik. Did you get it?
Yeah.
Oh, even if I didn't, she said yes. Who has done some amazing things of late? Well, actually, not even of late. You've been doing amazing things for the past
For a
2
long
years and a
time.
little bit before that as
Yeah.
well. You just came on our radar last year. So,
So you recently went to Vegas.
I did.
Tell
yes.
us about your Vegas tournament.
and we're going to break the rule. what happens in Vegas isn't going to stay in Vegas. You're
There you
telling
go.
us.
There you go.
Yeah, so before Vegas, I had a competition in Massachusetts. It was nationals, and every year after nationals, they have the top 8 in every division go and compete in another like chosen area. So they chose Vegas that year. So that was Tuesday. We went there, and I competed in its Olympic style brackets. So I was, I think, oh, I was first seat. Yeah, first seat for that.
Archery.
Yeah, and thank you. So I was first place, and they do first against 8th, and then so on and so forth, like second against 6th. And then we compete and we do like eliminations, and then the top 2 go on like live. It's called like the gold matches, excuse me. And then I got second from that, so I'm currently like
Ooh.
second in the nation for women's.
You go, girl.
Yeah, the division is just like women's and men's. It's no like age group or anything. It's just like 3 different categories based on what like equipment you use. There's like 3 different styles.
And you were in barebow, which
Yeah.
is just
No
the
sights,
recurve?
no stabilizers, but yeah, recurve bow. And then there's Olympic recurve, and then there's compound too. But yeah, I'm barebow.
Wow. And so you're competing against anybody of any age, right?
Yeah.
You said it's just an open bracket.
hmm
And what was some of your competition? What was the age
So,
like?
one girl is Ava Jones. She got first. She's 17, but then most of like the not like the newcomers, the people who have come like multiple years, they're normally like 30s, 40s. So older
Wow.
people. Actually, the first lady I competed against was 70 years old, I believe, 70 or 80 years old.
There's hope for me.
Yeah.
Looks like you got
Retirement
something to do.
There you go.
Yeah, but it was definitely a fun match. And then after, we stayed for the rest of the time because we were already there. They have another competition, and you can do either a championship or flights. So we did flights. So
What's a flight?
basically, after you shoot 2 qualification days, and you're set into flights are basically like groups. So you're set into different groups, and you compete against the people in the group. So it's like the first 30 are flight 1, and then from 30 to 60 are flight 2, and like so on. And you can win in your flight. So even if you like rank really low, you can still win money. So I got the first flight, and then you compete for 3 days, and I ended up getting second.
Wow.
Oh my
Holy
gosh,
cow.
she's on fire.
Yeah. So now that you're second in the nation overall, which is really just kind of hard to believe, you're just standing right here in the hallway. This is amazing. What are your plans for that? Was that to compete to go to a national competitive team, or the Olympics, or?
Olympics is the hope, but currently in the Olympics, only Olympic recurve can do it. So not barebow or compound. So I would have to switch. But we might do that in the next couple of years and switch. But I'm currently on the USA team, and we're gonna try out for that again next year. So I'm on it as 2025, and then we're gonna try out for 2026 as well. And now it's outdoor season, so we're just doing a bunch of competitions. And during outdoor season, it's really to like try out for the USA team. So we're doing one in Florida called Gator Cup, and then New Mexico. And then hopefully if I rank top 3 or top 5 in those, I'll be selected for the USA team again.
So on the USA team, who do you compete against? Are there other countries that you're going to go up against?
Yeah, so USA team right now, if they do like qualifications to get on the Olympics as well, so they would compete against other teams. But currently, as a barebow, I'm not really competing against many other people. It's just kind of like I'm representing them every competition I go to, basically just like a regular team.
What's the difference between the bow you currently are using and the Olympic recurve?
Yeah, so there's a couple differences. They have a sight on it for one, but it has no magnification, and they also have stabilizers, which are like long bars that go out. And my bow has to basically fit through a circle, like a 12 centimeter ring.
Like sliding it like horizontally through?
Yeah,
it
it goes through the whole bow, and it can't like it has to stay inside. But Olympic recurves have long stabilizers, and they also have a couple other things like clickers, which help them like kind of like expand. Basically, just my bow with equipment on it.
Gotcha. So like a little bit of an upgrade.
Yeah.
Tell us about your practicing.
So I currently practice. I practice about 6 times a week. I have one range that's close to home that we have a membership, so I'm allowed to go anytime I want, and we normally go from like 2 to 3 hours a day.
Where is that?
Wow.
It's in Woodbury, so it's kind of
Oh.
far away from us. It's about like
Yeah.
a 40-minute drive. And then every Saturday, I have a class at Hall's Arrow
where I have my coach Roxanne, who's like one of the only level 4 coaches who still teaches today in Connecticut. And that's in Manchester, and we go there for anywhere from like 2 to 3 hours a day.
Wow. Now, do you have anything at home that you actually are able to practice in? I'm sure there's things
For-
you've knocked down off the tables and
Yeah.
stuff, just shooting around,
Walk
knocking
down
things.
the hallway.
Yeah.
For indoor season, I don't have a range because it's cold outside, so I don't like to shoot outside. But definitely for outdoor season, we have a little target that we set up because I shoot outside 50 yards, so it's a little far away.
I was just thinking, I'm like looking at the football field in my
It's
head. I'm
about
going,
half of it,
wow.
yeah.
Half of it.
Yeah, so we set that up, but we also can shoot outside at the range. But if it's a nice day out, normally we stay home.
What's the longest distance you are able to hit a target?
Well, normally only bare bows, they don't go up past 50, but Olympic recurve go all the way up to like 80 yards.
Wow.
But it all depends on the poundage that you shoot and like how much you draw back, because like if you don't draw enough weight, it's not going to be able to hit further enough.
Wow. How did you get into it? I think we asked you last time you were here, and I just want to hear the story again.
Yeah, it was through the gym class in the middle school, and they were like doing like a little unit with the bows, and I thought, why not? Like I wasn't doing a sport at the time, so I figured I'd just try out something new, and I actually ended up liking it.
Yeah, because at Nautic High School, they used to have that as one of the units here. We don't have that at Woodland, I don't
Yeah.
think.
We did at one point.
Did
Yeah.
we?
We did at one point have
Oh.
it here.
Yeah.
Look at, why did we get rid of it?
I had it for my gym class, and I never hit the target at all.
It's not easy with those bows. They're not very good, but it definitely like got me into it, and it was definitely fun. So I'm glad I stuck with
Good.
it.
Good.
Well, we're glad you stuck with it too, and congratulations on all the
Thank
success you're
you.
having and continued success, and keep us posted.
What's coming up?
So coming up, I have the Gator Cup and then New Mexico, and that if those don't go well, we might do Buckeye too. But yeah, we'll see. Those are like the top 3 right now, and just practicing for indoor season.
And when are they?
I think Gator Cup is actually soon. It's like April 23rd, maybe the end of April.
Got
So
it.
pretty soon.
All right.
We'll have to bring her back.
We'll definitely have to bring her back. Thanks for coming on this morning. Give us more information and updates on where you've been. And on behalf of the show, don't forget, she's Mama Manning. He's Tomlin. I'm Amato. Good morning, Woodland.
It's a wild ride. Sports news and the daily updates, we're on your side. Special guests and interviews galore. We're taking over Woodland Regional. We're knocking down the door.
Every morning at 7 a.m.
Check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram too. We're streaming on Spotify. We're reaching out to you. Join the morning mayhem crew.
Knocking down the door.